let me say that I don't know if people know this, but uh, I, in some interview or something, I talked about you, took a cheap shot, and uh, you, we met. I didn't remember this at all. I mean, I didn't remember saying this thing, but we were backstage at some event or some show we were doing or something, and you called me on it, and I was like, "Huh?" And I thought you did it, and you had every right to react, in any way you wanted. But I thought you were very uh, mature about it and very, I regretted it. And the way you responded to it made me regret it more than just like, no, I should have said that thing. Like I felt
Sure.
the sting, and I felt shitty in a way that you're one of two people who uh, really, by their response to something I said, made me feel just super shitty about it. And I apologize, and you know, just certainly from here. So I am thrilled and respect your having me come on here, and we just had a great conversation. Everybody's a person, behind all that shit, and it was a pleasure. And I'm sorry if I stepped on you were going to do that, but I want people to know that it's more than just like, hey, had this guy on. Like we had some history, and it was because of me, and and the way you handled it was very respectful and mature.
Well, I appreciate that. I also part of that is the balance of my wife. I ain't gonna lie to you, because my first reaction is always like, "I'm gonna fuck," the 18-year-old dangling cross here. I'm gonna fuck Jim, and it comes with Jim. No, I know, but I also feel, David, that in this day and age, so many of us have so much in common, and I say it more and more. I listen to guys like Bob Marley, and he said one thing that really blew my mind. And he said, all governments are illegal. And that really resonated with me for a long time. And we all, I get once in a while I get caught up. I'll come like, what are the nutballs up to now? What are they projecting now? And I don't know how the world is, or it's really not my job or your job to uh, figure out how to put hate aside and this aside, because we all had trauma somewhere, whether it's our childhood or whatever, blah, blah. But I was super excited to talk to you. Um, because I was pretty sure we have a lot in common that we don't understand that we do, and I love just having conversation, and I really appreciate you coming on as well, because yes, we had whatever back then, and it was just a comment, and then we saw each other. Um, but I always say, I think I've said on other podcasts, what stops the world? Why do we need a politician? Why do we need news? Why do we need these people telling us how to think, how to feel, how to hate, who to go after? When if we just took time with one another, we could figure it out without them. We really can. I truly believe that. And I believe deep down inside that's what scares whoever's in all control. Like a guy like you and I and whoever and a couple others sitting down and actual having real conversations scares the living out of people that want to enforce these emotions, this hate, this judgment, this feeling. And so At the end of the day, I can't wait to come on your podcast. I think it's going to be a pretty uh I know it's going to be a great conversation because I'm willing to go as far and wide as you want to go and honest,
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
super honest
I
about
look
it.
to speak to what you just said. I think, um, and these feelings have only been solidified since I had a kid. You know, I think there are a lot of, and history. This is throughout history. A lot
Yeah.
of bad people who lie, cheat, steal, take advantage of, scam, con, whatever, manipulate otherwise decent people, whether that's through the prospect of power, money, religion, saving your soul, whatever that thing is. And history is fucking littered with people like that. So you need people to counter that, and you need
Yes.
think laws in place, and um, there are so many bad actors out there, and everything's a business. Everything. I mean, you talk about the media; it's a huge business, and 95% of the media is a joke, and they're trying to fill stuff in, like just create content. You know what I mean? And I don't think we have a very. I think the idea that we are uh, people think we're a democracy, and people think there's a left wing media is a fucking joke. I can't. It like what are you talking about?
Sure.
And you were talking about healthcare and Gaddafi. We're the only industrialized. I mean, you travel, and when you talk to people who don't travel, it's so fucking frustrating. They're like, "What do you want us to turn into Sweden?" You're like, "Yeah, Sweden's awesome. It's great."